Yeah, there you are. Very cool. All right.
All right, awesome. Thanks for the accommodation.
Yeah, of
It's
course.
so
Of course.
difficult.
Yeah, Discord's also been falling victim to the initiatification of things, unfortunately. But
Yes, I know. I've been keeping up with that.
yeah. Okay, so gotta change the thumbnail. Fistful of face cards. Into the top, thumbnail, title, interviewing, tagged in both servers, and now I need to stream to you so you have a real-time look at what I'm doing.
Oh, yep.
Oh, awesome.
Yes. Yeah, I've done a lot of these. But I always forget something. There's always something that I'm missing. So I'm trying to think hard.
Cool.
Am I missing anything? I don't think I am. So, okay. Yeah, without further ado. So we are developers for the BIGMODE 2026 Game Jam. We had 10 days to make a game with a theme of slick. I am Bonejack, they, them, and I'm the developer of Moonlight Fire, along with 4 other people who helped with the asset generation. I'm joined here by the Fistful of Face Card devs, which are Demeter and Jabr0ski. Hello, Solist. Solist is the developer of Sewer Slick's A Slick Rick Adventure. I'm sure you're aware.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. So, why don't you go ahead and tell us, yeah, fellow Aussies, what got you interested in the BIGMODE Jam this year?
So I'll let you answer that. You kind of invited me to your group.
Well, yeah. I've just been like a big fan of Donkey, I guess, for a long time, and just when I heard he was doing a game jam last year was when like I first sort of, tried doing a game jam, and I did that one by myself, and like I did manage to get something out there, it was working, but over the past year or so I've been working with our other teammate, Mr. Speaker, on a whole bunch of other games, and just sort of getting to learn Godot a bit more, and then to hear that my childhood hero Donkey was hosting another game jam, I just thought got to try again, see how we go.
Okay.
So yes, that's my origin story.
That's awesome. So, how did you approach Demeter for collaboration?
Well, he basically just went, "Oh, hey, you want to make this game together?" And I went, "Oh, hell yeah!"
Hell yeah.
I've been Jabr0ski's and Mr. Speaker's biggest fan for like the last 6 months. I asked about progress on their games almost every day at work.
Awesome.
When it's going to be out and offering to UA it, finally ready to UA. I was very excited to go on a team with them. I've also been learning Godot stuff, but I've been working on my own game.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there's a third person on your team, right? And it cut out a little bit when you were saying it, but you said you're a big fan of Jabr0ski and Mr. Speaker?
I mean, alright, they're not like my idols or anything, they're my co-workers.
Sure. And then, figuratively speaking.
Yeah. But yeah, I talk to them at work every day, and I love hearing about their development of their own games. So yeah, I was really happy when they asked if we wanted to make a game together.
We've been trying to get this collaboration going for years. This is the dream team, finally all together as one.
That's awesome. And you have 51 ratings so far, so your game is far from unpopular. So that's awesome.
51, damn.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm sure that web build definitely helps that. So, let me think here. So, what are all your roles on the team?
Well, we're all software engineers. Like, that's our job. But on the game itself, I focus mostly on the shop, like programming that, setting up the that whole scene. And then the only other coding I did was the trajectory paths of the cards as they're flung into the air.
Yeah, I focused mainly on
pigeon.
focused mainly on the dual mechanics. So like, the actual like this card plays and then this card plays, and watch what each card does.
Yeah, like a vape.
Yeah. So, and that was my main focus, and I did like most of the art as well. I have to give credit where credit is due for Rattlesnake Jake, though. That was Mr. Speaker. He was like our first character pretty much, and he stayed in till the very end as the shopkeeper and as an enemy. And yeah, Mr. Speaker did most of the overworld stuff. So all of that node generation and map generation, that was all him. And don't even know how that stuff all hangs together.
That's awesome. I mean, yeah, looks like you all had a great dynamic there. Also, yeah, Pigeon Guy, developer of Calamity, or Car Wash Calamity, unfortunately, was looking forward to this, but has to go out in a few minutes. But yeah, so how much time were you able to dedicate between you for the 10-day period?
Oh, well, if you looked at our git commit history, you'll see like from 6 p.m. to about 2 a.m. most days, someone would have been working on. Like, we went non-stop. Like, if we were home not doing anything, I think it's safe to say we were all like coding away or drawing like crazy.
That's awesome.
It was a massive crunch. There's no way. Like, when someone asked, like, "Are you gonna do another game jam after this?" I was like, maybe in 6 months. Like
6 months.
Break from it.
Yeah.
Take some time to recuperate.
Right.
I need to recover, like, mentally, emotionally.
Yeah. Funny story. So, I and a lot of the people in the Boneyard are veterans from the 23 jam when they started doing the Big Mode Game Jam, and right after I did the first one, which was actually a 2.5 week period, followed by basically 2 weeks of voting. It was grueling. It was a grueling process, and yet right after it, I did the Boss Rush Game Jam, which is a 1 month long game jam.
Oh my god.
Okay. Stronger than I.
This time around, I was able to dedicate basically everything I had to this jam. So, yeah, I was crunching the entire time, like waking up, sitting at my computer, crunching, going to sleep every single day.
Yeah.
But I'm about to also subject myself to another crunch cycle because we're probably going to be working on our game again after the jam. So, on that topic, do you plan on working any more on this game?
100%, definitely.
Yeah.
Just not to the extreme amount that we were in the last 10 days.
Yeah. Take it a bit more easy. We probably had like grand aspirations going into this. Like, there's so much that we wanted to put in that we couldn't get in. It's just, the Word doc was like, I don't know, like it was like a tome. Like, you could stop a door with how many ideas we wrote in that thing, but just didn't have the time to get them all in.
Right.
So yeah, we're really excited to take this thing a bit further.
That's awesome. So right, I might have missed it, but I know that Demeter, you probably aren't super embedded in the gaming space or anything, but for Jabr0ski and Mr. Speaker, like, what are all of your histories in game development and your interests in it?
All right, yeah. So we've had a lot of like projects that we've started, not a lot, if any, projects that we've really finished. So what are a couple of our like ideas that we've got going on? We've tried to make, or we have made like prototypes of a few games. Probably the ones we've spent the most time on are like this sort of Pokemon-esque racing game where you don't really get to control your Pokemon, but you get to bet on them. So you see like their stats and everything. Then a whole bunch of players will join a lobby and they'll be like, "Oh, I really think Zipzipmon is definitely gonna beat Zapzapmon," and then they might place like 20 V-Bucks or something on it, whatever currency we would have come up with.
Mm-hmm.
that was sort of the one that started it all. We just thought that was a really exciting idea, and we have since made a few other project attempts. So we've got another one we're currently working on in the background in Godot, and we did try and make this competitive spot the difference game, because at work we have an arcade machine, and for a long time it's been a tradition, like around lunchtime, to pull up the spot the difference game on there and just like, you know, cooperate and really just like get lots of fingerprints on that screen, like that thing was looking like exactly, yeah, it was just like looking like an aquarium at some family's house. But so we just thought that's such a cool concept, and I think if people play that online, it would be really, you know, I think there's something there.
Okay.
But yeah, so we got started on that, and it's honestly kind of working, but we just never really finished it off.
Gotcha.
But yeah, that's where we're at.
And then Demeter, you said that you had to learn Godot for this.
I've been learning Godot for the last 6 months or so.
6 months?
I haven't really had like not for this. I've been working on my own stuff. I've been doing game dev for a little while, but I always tend to fizzle out when I give myself big goals. So I said, okay, when I'm gonna like switch over from Unity to Godot, I'm not gonna have like a goal. I'm just gonna have interesting things that I want to learn about. I'm gonna take my time reading the documentation, trying things out, seeing how things work, and then just if something kind of forms along the way, then, you know, maybe I can morph that into something. But really my game, in quotes, is just like a bunch of concepts to see what works and what doesn't.
Right, yeah. I personally like to take the opportunity at jams to target my weak points in terms of like what I am capable of doing, and then trying to, you know, do as best I can with that, and then hopefully, you know, learn a lot more. Also, hello, Magna.
Yeah.
This is Magna Ramora, musician on an Elephant game, as well as Cycle Shifter and Jabr0ski and Tugan Infiltration. But also an alumni from the past 2 jams, where, well, actually, I don't remember, Magna. Did you make something for the 25 jam? I might be blanking on it, but in the 23 jam, you made music for at least John Digwood, which was one of the certificate winners. So yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, Bots and Batteries, that's right. Yeah. Because I interviewed you with Chase. It wasn't a disaster. I thought it was pretty cool. At least it looked pretty cool. Even though, funny, it was kind of funny because like you inadvertently made like a Miku Hatsune figure. Anyway, right, so yeah, on the topic of learning stuff, like what do you think that you learned for this jam? Did you have any technical hurdles that you had to overcome? I noticed that the game is 3D, so that's a pretty, you know, if you're not prepared for it, then you'll have to be doing a lot.
You know, I kind of had an easier part to code than Jabr0ski and Speaker. Not so much from like a technical point of view, but something that caught me up a lot was working with Godot and Git. Like of course this is how it's going to work, but if you change a scene, if one person changes a scene and then pushes it, then if someone else has changed the scene, they have to like check out their own work and then like put their changes on top. That tripped me up a number of times. But yeah, that's not so much as like a thing as like learning how to work in a team.
Your mic is cutting out a lot. I'm sorry.
Oh, is it? God damn it.
Yeah.
Hopefully a little bit better. I'll summarize what I just said. And if I cut out again, feel free to interrupt me.
Okay.
Not so much a technical problem, but learning how to work with a team in Godot with Git. Like if someone changes something in a scene, then when they push it and you pull it and you've also made a change, you have to check out your own changes first and then impose it back in. That tripped me up a couple of times. But we got around it a bit by having almost everything was its own scene.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not so much the technical problems, but just learning how to work as a team problems.
Yeah, I mean that's a logistical problem, I suppose.
Yeah.
And yeah, Git scares me personally. but but like with Godot, I believe it's like Blender, where every time you alter the scene, even if you just like select something new or deselect something, I believe it changes the scene's like stock like import file or something. And if you don't,
I think it does.
yeah, if you don't set the get ignored to ignore the scene like widget stuff, then it'll be like, oh, you have a conflict, and it's like, nah, man, all I did was click on a node.
Yeah.
So
Um,
yeah, it's a bit weird, but sounds like in your background it enabled you to get the hang of, I guess, the more annoying aspects. Because for instance, I had to learn 3D and Godot at the same time for my first jam here, and luckily I had 2.5 weeks. But yeah, a lot of people tried new things for these jams. Personally, when I first was learning about the BIGMODE jam, I thought that for sure, like, somebody with as much cultural capital as Donkey would have a lot of people showing up and showing out for his thing, especially because he launched a new indie publisher. So nobody had any idea what that was about. It's just like, oh, an indie publisher is hosting a game jam. I wonder if they're looking for talent or something. It wasn't so much on my mind, but yeah, it's always been a great opportunity for I and my community to sort of like, you know, come together and prove ourselves again. So were you thinking bold? Like you really wanted to just like you know, go all in?
This
Yeah.
project?
Yeah.
Yeah, go on, Jabr0ski.
Yeah, I was just thinking that we definitely went ambitious with it. Like there was so many aspects of it that we just like, you know, have never made before. Like I'd never made a deck builder before. I had to sort of learn, like, you know, what sort of you know, data structures I'd need to hold onto the cards. What's the best way to you know, keep their stats and effects, you know, in a logical order to make them easy to add more later on. In terms of like working in a 3D space, you mentioned that that's like quite difficult, and you're right, because
Yeah.
instead of learning how to use Blender, I've had a bit of experience, but it just takes me like a while to get anything going. We just decided to use, you know, 2D sprites on a 3D plane, and we think, you know, stylistically it worked out well enough.
Yeah.
So there's definitely a lot of areas where we said, okay, we're gonna have to make a call here, and normally we would pick the option that was just like good enough and then try to move on to the next thing. So I think as a result we've got a lot of features and like content in our game, but it could certainly do with some, you know, more polish in areas and just, you know, sort of massaging out some of the jank.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, let me see here. So you were basically slamming it the whole time as much as you could outside of your software jobs. So what were the last few days of the jam like for you?
Oh my gosh, so like, unfortunately, the night before the deadline, I had some relatives over. I had to go out. And I wanted to, but you know, I would have also liked to work on this some more. During like a 3-hour period, on my phone, there was about 200 messages between Jabr0ski and Mr. Speaker. Like, and I was like, oh my god, I'm missing out on so much. But you know, they were coding away until like 2 a.m. Even when I came home, I started coding until about midnight, in which case I promptly collapsed. And then when I woke up the next morning, like, Mr. Speaker was already back online again, coding away, and Jabr0ski was back online like 30 minutes after. And we were just frantically fixing bugs in the last like 2 hours. It was a lot.
Mr. Speaker has just binary numbers running through his veins, like he's
yeah.
an unstoppable coding machine.
Gotcha. Well, it sounds like you had fun, even if it was stressful. What were the...
Yeah.
It seems that you... What the heck? Get out of here. It seems you submitted about half an hour before the deadline, which I would imagine is pretty severe for somebody in your time zone. Well, actually, wait, no, it's like... It was midnight. It Yeah.
No,
Okay, it was actually midday then.
lunchtime.
Yeah.
And it felt so good because when we realized what the mission time was, it was high noon, and we were like, "Oh, that's perfect for our cowboy
Of
game."
course, of course. Yeah. Who do you
But
play in
I will
Overwatch?
say, thank God they extended it by that hour, because we realized a minute before the first deadline that we had packaged our game wrong and that it didn't actually run. But then they extended it, and we could get the proper Godot package out, and that was extremely stressful. Don't want to go through that again.
Yeah, that's the thing that like tripped me up, like at least at like 3 jams, where it's like, you know, Godot has new versions coming out all the time, so when you download a new version, it doesn't carry anything with the old version, so you always have to download the export profiles and set that up, and that's always just like, oh man, what if I got it wrong?
Yeah.
Especially if you're working right down to the wire, because I've submitted with as little time as like 2 minutes left on the clock, which is a little bit reckless of me, but you know, we move, so yeah. So speaking of high noon, who do you play in Overwatch?
Oh, well, I feel like I've already answered that question.
Well,
I used to, Cassidy was my main. I've stopped, and you know what? That's actually how I became a fan of Donkey. I used to watch his Overwatch content like 8 years ago.
that's really funny actually, because I ask the question as a joke most of the time, but it's very rare that people actually are actually part of the bit that I'm trying to pull. It's like, oh yeah, actually I did main Cassidy.
Oh, I did, 100%. That's no joke.
Awesome.
Probably like 250 hours on him or something.
Nice. Also funny, I guess, like, Overwatch is also very Australia coded. There's like a whole Australia biome in that game.
Yep.
So,
Junkrat and Roadhog are iconic.
yeah.
And Junker Queen.
Junker Queen, yeah.
Yes.
I've actually been playing Junker Queen more often whenever I come back to Overwatch, every once in a blue moon. But yeah, getting off topic. So yeah, what was your communication like? You mentioned the 200 messages in Discord. Were you mostly just chatting in Discord every day, or did you have like a shared space, or what's that about?
You know, we did something a bit bad. So we all worked together,
Right.
and we just made a Teams chat on like Microsoft Teams, and we were also just chatting away all day when we were at work as well.
Hell yeah.
I mean,
You get that
they don't.
shmoney.
Our managers don't know. And then obviously we talk to each other during lunch every day as well, because we're all buddies.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that helps a lot.
For sure.
And we're just hoping none of the managers are watching the stream at the moment.
I mean, it's unlikely that I think there's 8 people online. Chances are it's not, but I'm ready to get like a disciplinary email tomorrow morning or something.
Oh no. Yeah, hopefully not. Well, I'm glad you got that shmoney. Definitely don't mind that. So let's see here. Right. So how did you react to the theme of Slick? How did you explore that theme?
I think as soon as we heard it, we were just like, "Oh, that's hard." we definitely didn't have an idea like right to begin with. Luckily, I guess I don't know if it's luckily, but for us, when the theme released, it was around like 10:30, 11 at night, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we had time to like sleep on it. So I think just before bed, all I did was like, and I think Mr. Speaker did the same thing, and Demeter did a similar thing. We just like put a whole bullet point list together of just ideas that we could possibly have with Slick. And so we've got these like these scrolls and scrolls of all these ideas, and we didn't even end up using any of them actually, because the next day at work when we were talking about it was the first time the gunslinger idea came up. I was like, gunslingers, they're pretty slick.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we just went with that. And initially it wasn't gonna be a card thing, but Mr. Speaker mentioned, it'd be cool to make like a systems based thing. So like, instead of an action game, because like we thought Slick, it does actiony stuff does come to mind more.
Mhm.
So, yeah, he thought if we, sort of turn it around a little bit, how can we make like a system actiony? So that's where this sort of idea started to snowball from. And yeah, so
Yeah, the bullet points you laid out started looking like a quick draw.
yeah.
So why don't you tell us some of the alternate ideas that you came up with?
Oh, okay. I think one that both Demeter and I came up with was like simultaneously like pickpocketing. We thought pickpocketing seems pretty slick, so we sort of had this idea that you'd have like a character with really like small hands, and you'd walk up to people and attempt to pickpocket them, and you'd enter like a little mini game, and it'd just be sort of a cross section of their pocket, and there might be like some item you have to grab at the bottom. Let's just say it's a coin or something, and you have to draw a path to the coin through this treacherous pocket full of saw blades and like crocodiles and stuff to, securely grab that coin without alerting the person you're stealing from. So, and then we thought we've got to make this even more slick, and we thought it'd be cool if you were on a skateboard and you had to do a jump to get up to someone who needed to be pickpocketed and then enter the mini game.
Wow.
But we thought all those mechanics were going to get a bit ambitious, and yeah, but we were sort of thinking pickpockets, skating. I think we definitely thought of ice kind of stuff as well. Are there any ideas I'm missing, Demeter?
I'm pretty sure a couple of us just wrote down like pompadour, like question mark. Like, is something we can work with there?
Wait, what was the word?
Yeah.
Pompadour, like that hair. I think a couple of us might have had like a stylist idea, and like mine was something like, oh, you're like a hairdresser or something. You got to make these guys look cool. You got to slick up their hair, but like, oh no, you're all out of, I don't even know what to call it, hairdressing group.
Yeah.
All you have is this jar of honey. You're like, well, got to work with what you got.
Oh.
And it'll be like
that sounds horrible.
I mean, it would have been to like make the player laugh, but yeah.
Right.
To like just go around and look, oh, what could work as a hairdressing?
Chewing gum and silly putty.
Absolutely.
God damn. When I was a very small child, I actually fell asleep and got silly putty in my hair. And I had to get, yeah.
Come on.
Still there to this day.
Oh yeah. And my 5 feet of hair. Let me think here. Oh yeah, there was another hairstyles game that was a bit controversial actually. It got taken out of the jam. Did you hear about that one?
Oh no.
I don't know how to pronounce it exactly, but it was like Chamo style or something. Apparently it was like, what I heard through the rumor mill was that it's apparently some kind of like culturally insensitive racial slang. Yeah, and it got taken out of the jam on those grounds, which is interesting. That's it's kind of wild that they pay attention to that kind of stuff, like because it's not American and BIGMODE is run by Americans, so kind of cool that they actually went investigating for that.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, not really my place to speak on the actual specifics of it, but yeah, I hope it wasn't done in a mean-spirited way, I guess, but I wouldn't be able to know.
Like Donkey's legal team is not messing around.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess having honey is preferable to some kind of racially insensitive stereotype. Checked the website and it seemed like they weren't trying to be malicious. Okay. I mean, I can't be sure. I'm not Venezuelan. But anyway, let's check it out here. So, how does your game represent slick? Bandits have infested the outpost. You're a slick card slinger in the wild, wild west, out to make things right. Your horse, he's fast. Your gun, he's faster. Hoon around the gulch, drifting through the sands before dueling enemies in a one-on-one high noon sharpshooting showdown. Draw your weapon, fling your cards, trick shot them to play them. What is hoon around? Is that Australian?
Australian term? Is that an Australian term? Oh no!
Oh, we've been outed again.
We're gonna translator out.
Yeah. Hoon around the servo to
like Yeah, like I think that would be associated with like driving to drive recklessly.
Well, I got it right. Yeah, hooning around
Yeah.
the servo.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, if you hear like at maybe 1 a.m. at night, cars like skidding around the neighborhood, we call that
Ah.
hooning.
Yeah.
We call that being a fucking dickhead.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's funny. Okay. I mean, no worries. It's cool. It's cool to see people in the Australian side of things. I actually interviewed a Filipino dev. I'm half Filipino. My mom's from Cebu, so it was
Oh,
cool to
right.
see somebody from the Philippines there. He recently became a father, so he was that was the Mortred dev. So he was a bit stretched thin for this one. But yeah, it's cool to
right.
see people from all over. Okay, so submission to the Big Mode Jam 2026. Hit around the Wild West and sound shoot and trick shot, having a roguelike deck builder. Play your hand by shooting cards out of the air to take out them filthy varmints. Browser version here if you can't run the Windows build. Wait, you couldn't embed the Windows build into this page?
We got admin permission, but like our Windows, sorry, the Windows build. You mean the
web build.
not the browser, the web build. We got permission from the admins for the game jam, but we didn't have time to embed the web build onto like the actual like itchy page itself, but we were allowed to link it to like a browser that's running in it or something.
Huh. As far as I'm aware, you can edit the page anytime. Like, that's the one thing that you can do.
Sorry, what I meant was like we weren't allowed to change to make it say that. We weren't allowed to change so that it could be filtered by like browser playable.
Oh, okay. I guess
know.
maybe that would be
I
a.
think it's all locked up, I think, until the the jam ends. Yeah, even if we decided for some reason we wanted to delete the Windows build, like we couldn't re-upload it until the jam was over.
Okay. Yeah, this is the first time I've seen somebody come into that problem, but yeah, I can see where the logistics sort of failed there. But okay, it doesn't seem like it hurt you that much, so that's good. All right, let me think here. So yeah, if you had an extra day, what do you think you would change about the game?
Well, on that same topic, 100% would have had that browser like running on the page.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I mean, if you looked at like the top 30 most rated games, I think like only 2 of them are Windows only. Everything else runs in the browser.
Yeah.
I feel like that's not a coincidence. People just tend to filter by browser only.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot more convenient
for sure
to run it in your browser. Like definitely, I definitely would have wanted to add that. And then I wouldn't have added any more features. I would have liked to polish some more things. Like people have mentioned that some of the cards, like they weren't sure what they did, and like if we had tooltips on the shop, that would have been like very helpful for them to see like what the different abilities were.
Also, yeah.
What about you, Jabr0ski?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was gonna pass it to Jabr0ski. Sorry, what were you saying?
Well, first of all, hello. I need more caffeine. But yeah, there have been people are a bit wary of the AXEs because, I mean, it can be kind of sus. Like Godot basically lets you export to a bare exe with nothing else in it, and it's just like, I mean, like Godot's pretty powerful. You could probably be malicious with it if you wanted to be. I've had at least one developer, maybe 2 developers. The developer of Terror Survivors from the 23 Jam, as well as the developer of Facet Fury from the 23 Jam. Both of them had their Discord accounts hacked at some point after the jam, and nobody really knows like why. But I've never had that issue, even though I play a decent amount of games, and like actually my friend Pigeon has played a lot of games, so hopefully he doesn't have any of those issues either. But I think as far as that goes, like there hasn't been like direct proof. There's been like weird grifters with AI that like shotgun their projects onto every single jam that they can or something that get taken down. But as far as like malware goes, I like to think that I probably keep more safe than usual by requiring the developer to be here with me to play the game. Anyway, yeah, what you were passing it on to Jabr0ski. What was the topic there?
We had one more day.
Oh yeah.
One more day. Yeah. Well, I'd like to say I would have liked to polish it as well, but I know me. I know my habits. I would have tried to put in like 30 more enemies, and they all would have like fallen over in a heap. Um, so, but yeah, we did have a lot of ideas, and I think, what if there was a number one thing that we could have put in? We definitely wanted to get in like a relic system, but in one day
Oh
we couldn't
yeah.
have done that. I think if I
Yeah.
tried, the game would be worse off.
Right.
Something we did want to do actually is to get like some sort of map generation available, like the terrain, to sort of block the player from moving ahead where they shouldn't, really be able to go. And we wanted to really add more stuff to the overworld as well, so it felt more like a cohesive part of the game. But yeah, we just didn't have time to implement those ideas. But yeah, I think probably out of everything, maybe fleshing out the overworld just to give it a bit more of a interactivity, I guess, would have been what we'd do for features, if not including polishing stuff.
Right. Okay. Awesome. Well, I'm sure that it came out in a good enough state. I'm going to assume you don't have controller support.
That's correct.
Oh
Yep.
yeah, you're right.
It would be unadvised.
Godot developers, it's so easy. It's so easy. Alas. It's fine though. Alright, let's get this rolling.
That scaling of the menu there, that was like a last minute fix. It used to be just like we forgot people could full screen until like an hour before the jam.
Right. Is there a full screen, or just maximize?
Just maximize.
Okay, that's fine. I just can't control this part, yeah. Yeah, it's so easy with Godot, it makes it really nice.
And we only have like one button as well. That would have been even easier. Like you can shoot and you can move around and that's it.
Hey stranger, do you need a little help getting your bearings? Thank you kindly. You're welcome here, if you're a friend. We have a lot of people around here who ain't so friendly. You're a gunslinger, ain't ya? Perhaps you could have a chat with them for us. Use WASD to guide your horse, and your mouse to aim and shoot. Choose your path carefully, use your map to navigate. We got some shops and campsites along the way. But it's a hand bright yellow sign so you know where to go. Oh, one last thing. We have a bit of tumbleweed problem. If you're handy with your pistol, they shouldn't present too much of a problem for you. Take care now. Hopefully I'll see you again at the end of the road.
We're gonna need to get you on as a voice actor once this is all...
Yeah, I gotta train up my yeehaw voice.
I hope you know what it means to have a chat with someone in the Wild West.
Yeah, of course. And I am American, so let's see. Let me just... Actually, the sound levels are pretty good. So, congrats for that. Wanted, Rattlesnake Jake, $4 rewards. Press space to continue. A gunfight, eh? Nasty business. Here's how it works. Your enemy will pick their cards first. You can mouse over them to see what they do. You can press tab to see your deck. Mouse over your own cards to see what they do. When the cards fly, left click to shoot them before they hit the ground. Your ammo is top left. Your cards will trigger them in the order you shoot them. Your card will always trigger first, then your enemy's first card, then your second, then their second, etc. Get the enemy's health to 0 to win the duel. But watch out, these cowboys don't go without fight. Cards still trigger even after death. Oh. You can use winnings at the shop to buy new cards and upgrades. Not about cover shit. Good luck, partner. I may need to, let's see.
Oh, good shooting there.
Thank you. I kinda don't get it, but I think that the idea felt pretty cool when I saw it, so... So I draw, and I don't really know what the cards do. Heals the player for the value on the card. Gives temporary overhealth to the user that expires at the end of their turn equal to the value on the card. Deals damage to the opponent equal to the value of the card. Okay, so I'm Johnny Lucky Slick, I imagine.
That's you.
Yeah, so gotta heal.
Yeah, nice.
Very good.
And you slid in a shot just before he could block you with his horseshoe.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah. Alright, space to draw. Oops, missed one. I see you've
You don't
snuck
worry.
into Wilhelm Scream.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he missed it.
I'm
Don't worry,
glad
you
you could
blocked
hear
all
that.
of his shots.
Yeah. This is a pacifist run.
Yeah. Nope. Oh, wait a second. I killed Rattlesnake Jake.
Ooh.
$4.
You got him. That's son of,
Yeah.
well, I mean, that's $4 in the 1800s, so
Yeah,
you
I
can buy a house
suppose.
now.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
You can buy that shit for a bag of Doritos. Alright, let's see. Bandito. Toe. Level town troublemaker known for his weekly bank robberies. Weekly, huh? Well, apparently that's coming to an
Go
end.
down.
Is there a pacifist route?
There is
No.
not.
I must go on a killing spree. It is my cowboy
You gotta-
purpose. Damn, dude only has
I
6
can
health.
see you've already worked out that using block before he shoots is a good idea.
Right, right. Okay, they got execution sequence. So he's gonna shoot and then he's gonna drink.
We could probably add like a little 1, 2, 3 or something to show that they play in that order.
Yeah. So did you pass this on to anybody in your like friends or family to play test?
Oh, I pass it on to everyone.
Yeah.
Like, play my game. Oh my god, I sent it to my one of my friends, and I was like, "Tell me what you think of it." And 5 minutes later, I get a screenshot, and they're like, "I killed the horsey, and the
Oh, no.
horse is like upside down, and he can't move." And I was like, "Well, good. I thought we had fixed that, but apparently we hadn't." Other than that, like, people said that maybe it was a bit hard, but overall, I think a lot of people liked it. Or didn't find like game-breaking bugs.
Okay. Alright, we got
What
another
about you,
rattlesnake
Jabr0ski?
Jake.
So
Sorry,
you're
what?
gonna see a lot of them.
Clearly you didn't kill him hard enough.
That's okay. We're getting him. Okay, okay.
One of my greatest regrets is putting this guy into 2 difficulty brackets, so he appears a lot more than I kind of want him to.
Mm.
Oh, thank God you got
This-
that killing.
Yeah, this might be bad. I might be in trouble.
Oh, let's see what he does.
Okay.
Okay, as long as you block or heal before that. Oh, you're gonna need to block actually before that
You need to
shot.
block and heal, I think, if you can.
Yeah. Oh no, he's
It's
gone.
over.
Ah, I'm sorry.
It's
At least
okay.
you had one last beer before you went down.
Yeah. Oh, there I am in the coffin.
Yeah. Don't
uh,
worry, you've got.
What?
Sorry, go on.
no, you.
Yeah, you've got main character protection. You can revive. It's all good, and have another go
yeah.
with it.
Yeah, I do this a lot. I've talked with hundreds of people by now, so I always deign to the guests. But I was gonna ask because I use this a lot myself. But Godot's 3D camera has a practical camera effects like property that you can add that lets you do things like depth of field blur. Is that what's happening here?
Ah, well, that's a good question because Mr. Speaker set up this scene. I'm not really sure what's
Yeah.
going on, to be honest with you.
It could be that then. All you would have to do is
Wait,
set that to far blur, and then you just set the distance further than the background ends, I guess.
Oh, right.
Because
Yeah, I
you
think he- I
play.
think-
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I think he might have just, like, with the mountains at the back, he might have just applied, like, an overlay sort of blur. As So I'm not sure he's done the depth of field trick, but I'm sure he'd love to hear about it. So
Right.
I'll keep a note of it.
Shaders are very spooky to me, so I very much appreciate the blur on the camera. You played Moonlight Fire, so when you die, there's a heavy blur in the background.
Ah, right.
Yeah, so it's basically just that. It's pretty easy.
Hmm.
All right, now I can manage. So, who was doing the 3D?
So that would have all been set up by Mr. Speaker.
Ah.
Yeah, I just did 2D stuff for my part.
What's all this over here?
No, watching that horse on that mount, on that little rock mountain. Oh yeah.
You found our
little
secret
thing.
level. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't move.
Oh no.
Let me out of here.
Well, I wasn't expecting you to get stuck there. But we know that, you know, gamers like to find ways to break games.
Yeah.
So we left in that little gap so you could just infinitely fall to the edge of the world.
Nice.
Just if you wanted to.
Just if you want to, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Or get horrifically stuck and have to restart.
Yeah.
So, oh, there's more gaps over there. Maybe that'll be easier.
Yeah. No, there's a big one over there.
Right.
Yeah, Mr. Speaker specifically said that he left some gaps because, yeah, it's fun to fall.
And there you go.
Yippee! Oh, I'm back.
You're back.
Yeah.
That's good. I like that.
Mm.
I like when games
yeah,
aren't airtight. I like when they try to be airtight and they're not.
Yeah.
This guy's just drinking, man. He's just an alcoholic. Let's leave him
I'm gonna
alone.
have like a beer with you. Oh, I feel bad when they do that.
Yeah, I feel bad when they do that. Yeah.
Just wanted a beer, but you're giving him shots.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, I'm here to enforce anti-alcoholism laws. Well, now that I've shot him a couple times, he's
he's
rightfully
a bit pissed off.
retaliating.
Yep, you aggroed him.
He's like, "What the fuck, man? I was just drinking beer, alone in my house." I'm like a fucking cop. God damn. Oh, the shop. I've only got $12 to my name, which is probably enough to buy a lot of capital, a lot of real estate. Oh, it's Rattlesnake Jake. Hello again.
Yeah,
That's
do it
right.
again.
Why you're standing on the counter like that, partner?
Oh,
like
like,
to intimidate his customers.
Hi. Yeah.
Your bare feet.
Buy more.
This is the Wild West. Dirty ass feet all over them counters. Ugh.
Yeah.
Alrighty, let's see. Looks like a free beer.
That one,
That's-
you throw an extra card up. The $10 one, that's you get an extra bullet. You can you can shoot an extra card.
Oh.
Then the one on the shelves, the cost is like the number on them.
Mhm.
So like a 7 damage is pretty devastated if you go against Bandito Joe, who only has 6 health.
Oh, yeah.
I will say that like other than like 7 damage, 'cause, the extra bullet is probably the best
Yeah,
upgrade.
I was thinking that myself.
Yeah,
That's the bloody horseshoe and the rattlesnake boot.
Jabr0ski, you
so-
can answer that.
So they do sort of similar effects. So the bloodied horseshoe, however much luck you have at the moment, you deal that much luck in damage to your opponent. So say if you played that 7 luck horseshoe at the bottom right there, and then played bloodied horseshoe, you'd have 7 block, and then you'd also do 7 damage.
That's ridiculous.
And yeah,
Yeah.
and then the snake in the boot, he depletes completely your opponent's luck. So if they have a ridiculous amount of block, just play the snake in the boot, it's all gone.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, one thing that we actually fixed up after we, posted the game was the tooltips in the shop, which was unfortunately just like a 5-minute fix to get them all working again. Like, you should have been able to hover over the cards and the power-ups for them to tell you what they do, but it's not working at the moment.
Yeah, the
Just-
tooltips you mentioned
It
that.
pains my heart.
Alas. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, I definitely want to get the yeah, definitely get the extra bullet for now.
Yeah, I think so.
Yep. Good call.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Oh, the other way. There was something else that broke just before. We didn't realize there was something. There was like an arrow at the top telling you if you went the wrong way. It just vanished before
Gotcha.
we submitted this.
Oh.
Don't worry, those don't do anything. That one really wanted to get you.
Yeah.
Really did. It was humming on me. Rattlesnake
back.
Jake, you just sold
You
me.
didn't buy enough. I think he's upset.
I gave you
Dodge
everything
the
I
bullet.
had. Alright. Fuck, I don't know. Heat-seeking missile tumbleweeds, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the Wild West, having a shootout is like saying hello.
Oh, nice.
That was great. You blocked this damage and you did a lot of it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Who's your Overwatch main? That was some sharpshooting there. It's like-
Actually, I spent probably the most time in Ash.
Oh,
So
right.
that makes sense.
Yeah,
She's
It's
a
also
sharpshooter. Yeah.
also Cowboy adjacent. Well, she's also
Yeah.
yeah,
it's true.
Extremely fitting.
for sure. She's pretty straightforward too. So I like the dynamite, except really sucks to be caught on fire. It's very fun to
Oh,
set people
yeah.
on fire. It's miserable to be on fire.
Truer words have never been spoken.
Yeah. I don't know.
I think. Do you finish him off here? No, I think the beer saves him. No, wait. Beer saves him.
Oh, he had the luck. The beer and the
Just
luck.
one.
It's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. Your days
One
are
more
numbered,
shot.
Rattlesnake Jake. I'm gonna drink 2 beers and then I'm gonna shoot your ass.
Oh, and you killed him with the
Nice.
4th billet. That's the one he sold you.
Yeah. Yeah, what's the saying? The last capitalists will be hung with the rope they sold us. Something along those lines. What are these bonfires? Shot him in a strong leg. It's fine, he'll be back.
There's
Go shot.
the camp who can heal when you
Ah.
go to one.
Awesome.
Nice little breather.
It's like Dark
Yep.
Souls.
Yeah, you definitely inspired by that.
There's a lot of stuff on this tree here.
Mm.
What's this entire thing over here? What is all this?
That's like our node map. So it shows you which
Oh.
sort of areas you can go to next. And right now that shop is flashing, so that's where you're supposed to go. But yeah, hopefully, when we fix it up a bit more, you'll sort of be forced more into your choices a little more, because right now there's a few like areas you can go to, but you can't actually access the buildings just yet.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but
Yeah, see, he's
that is
fine.
like
He's
the-
fine. Look at him. He's fine.
yeah, he's alright.
He's alright. It's all fixed up.
Yeah. So obviously you have a very simple looking setup here, but do you think you would plan on adding animations and things, or is it gonna remain sort of silly like this?
It's a good question, because I feel like it's got a bit of a charm like this
Yeah,
as well.
for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, that's something we'll have to think about. It's also something we'd have to learn.
Mhm. Oh, I fucked up there.
For what it's worth, I've added some more shaders to these sprites here since we've submitted. So, like, there's an actual sort of heal animation now, and it was actually kind of
Wait, why did I do
tough
that?
getting shaders to work on a 3D sprite in like a 3D plane. I ended up having to make a 2D sprite within a viewport, and then my 3D sprite just inherited what that viewport was looking at, if that makes sense. And then I was able to apply 2D shaders to a 3D object.
Yeah, my first GitHub project for the 23 cam was actually using sub viewports, which is like, I know that they're not very performant. Like they're kind of like expensive, right? But
Yeah.
oh wow, this guy just looks
Funny.
completely different.
Yeah.
Tom Bellweed, where'd you?
Yes.
This guy's hoarding all the rendering. Look at him. Is this the guy who's throwing the missile tumbleweeds at us?
That's
He's
right.
just
he's-
chucking them at you from the top of the canyon.
Damn. Tom Bellweed turned his pickpocket's heels towards something far more sinister, slipping tumbleweeds into his pwned stick. Oh wow, that's sinister. Oh, the tooltip. What's the number of tumbleweeds in the opponent's deck equal to the value on the card? Damn. I mean, he's just being a little silly, you know? And for
Nothing
that
more
he must
sinister
pay.
than Billy.
I keep doing the horseshoe at the end. This makes no sense. What am I doing? Let's see. Alright. I have to make sure to shoot him Yeah. Very good. Optimal turn. He will survive with 1 health, though.
Oh my God.
Tumbleweed, you're...
Giving
He's
you,
putting
like,
a lot of tumbleweeds in your
bits.
deck. He's living up to his name.
Oh, yeah. And my name is
He's
John Lucky
absolutely
Slick.
annihilated
Johnny
him.
Lucky Slick, otherwise known as Johnny the fuck ton of bullets. Alright. We got him. We got him.
Yeah, and since you're seeing him now, hopefully you should be in the next difficulty bracket where there's a couple other enemies.
Yeah,
But
there's
you
at
might
least
still
2
see-
you haven't seen
Yeah.
yet.
You might still see Rattlesnake Jake.
Okay. So yeah, the buildings that I can access are actually chosen for me. How does it choose that?
So if you check out the minimap once we're back in the overworld, there's like a branching path between each node. So when you select one and you beat it, the next ones to become available are the ones it branches to. So yeah, we can take a look once
okay.
we're back in the overworld.
Right, it's a little bit hard to tell just at a glance. Maybe if you had like connecting nodes on the actual space of the map.
Yeah, you're 100% right. We wanted to add like trails, we wanted to add like fencing or maybe canyons that blocked off like options you couldn't actually get to, but yeah, just alas.
This one's tricky. Ugh.
Good work, you got her. I was
Barely.
getting a little nervous.
Yeah.
And you've got a campfire coming up. You're golden.
Yippee.
Yes.
Skin of my boots, yeah. Oh hell yeah, 18 health. Well,
Nice.
actually, does that just heal you full?
Yeah, that's
just
right.
because.
Nice.
Yep. They should just be putting campfires in hospitals.
Yeah, for sure. They need a nice Dark Souls bonfire for you to sit at. We've solved the healthcare crisis.
Yep.
John Bellweed, this son of a bitch again. Alrighty.
I think at this point there's 2 enemies you haven't seen yet.
Okay. Is there a completion state for the game, or is it endless?
There is a completion state yet. The final node is a boss.
Okay. Was there anything particularly challenging, like bugs that were plaguing you, things that should have worked but didn't, that you had to slam your head against?
Good question. Anything coming to mind for you, Demeter?
Really nothing.
Wow. You ran a pretty tight ship then.
I feel like it was all like a slog, and there was definitely like points of frustration, but nothing that like bogged us down for days, I guess.
What were some of the frustration points then?
I think a lot of the time just getting like the deck updating correctly, and just learning how to duplicate cards properly, how to say this is in your draw deck, how this is in your discard pile, that sort of thing. So a lot of the time, you know, I might have accidentally just like inflated the numbers of cards in decks just because I didn't quite understand what I was doing there. When I should have been maybe not duplicating, or I should have been purging this or purging that, and I'd just be like, why do I have this card in my deck? Yeah, it was just mysterious.
Mysterious.
And yeah, another thing that caught me was like that resources sort of inherit from the same place unless you do some jiggery pokery. There's dead arm dick.
Yeah, you have to make them unique, right?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and like I would update one and I'm like, hang on a minute, why is everything doing like 7 damage now? So that was all new to me, and it did trip me up a bit.
Yeah. There's a lot of boilerplate that you have to do in Godot sometimes. So actually, leading up to the gym, I set out to make a bare project that had all the boilerplate. Like, for instance, you can make a texture gradient 2D that has like a circle, and that's something that I use a lot. So I just made one, and then I named it like generic circle or something. So then I load in the resource, and then I right click, and then, well, actually no. Which GitHub version are you using for this one?
4.6.
Nice,
Yep.
yeah. So 4.6 has a little link next to it. So if you click the link, then it breaks the reference to the other ones and it makes it unique. So basically, I would just load in the generic one and then just make that unique so that I could have a bare one as fast as possible.
Yep, I found myself doing a similar thing once I found that button.
Yeah, yeah. On that topic, did you use any previous Godot versions? Like, did you transition into 4.6 for this project?
During this project, I don't think we updated it during this project, but I've used previous ones for previous projects. I think this one might have been 4.6 all the way.
Yeah, on my previous stuff, I was 4.3, but Mr. Speaker asked if we could all go to 4.6. I was like, sure. So yeah, 4.6 all the way.
I think this should be devastating.
Yeah, that was a big damage.
Oof.
Okay, what's he gonna do next?
It's pretty close though.
He's gonna give you 8 damage. He definitely got to defend here.
Yeah, you gotta.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Tumbleweed is still in your deck.
Yeah.
Was that meant to reset on that duel?
No, this is definitely intentional.
I mean, it didn't say it wouldn't. So.
It didn't say it wouldn't, yes, but ideally I think I would have liked it to not have continued through, but I didn't know that was still there.
I mean, it makes Tumbleweed a lot more dangerous.
That's right. If you do shoot them, they do disappear.
Oh
but,
god.
Oh, this is rough.
I think that might be it.
That's so over.
Oh, damn! You were one node away from the last campsite.
Yeah.
So, Demeter, you said that you were doing the arc on the cards flying, and what else were you working on? Like the shop?
Just the shop.
Right,
yeah.
right.
I mean, something that I really wanted to do, it wasn't a technical thing. So I worked in the shop, so I got to see a lot of Rattlesnake Jake. The entire time, I was like, I can't wait to redraw this shopkeeper. But then just completely ran out of time, and Rattlesnake Jake with his dirty feet on the countertop stayed in the entire jam.
Yeah. Did you all have to do much iteration? Like, did you have to explore for some of the shape that it took?
Sorry, could you ask that again, please?
Did you have to do much iteration? Like, did you have to just go back to the drawing board on certain things, or did things evolve over time?
Luckily, I think we didn't have to do a whole lot of refactoring. We did have to do a refactor of the state machine for the card play that you're in now. And yeah, that caused a bit of yeah, it was a bit messy for a little bit, but we got through it. We got through it at the end. But yeah, I think that was probably the biggest refactor. Just that same machine.
Gotcha. Also, it appears that my route is very treacherous. I've got like 5 fights before a bonfire, and the next shop is like way ahead.
Yeah.
Oh my.
This is a bug you've run into.
Oh no.
The difficulty doesn't reset when you die.
Oh my
now,
god.
I don't know if you've noticed, but you drew a 7 card without going to the shop.
Yeah.
Yet. Your deck also doesn't reset.
I'm in New Game Plus
So we're
already.
like, well, it's kind of balanced, the bug. But it's not very good.
We're marketing it as a roguelite. Until
Yeah, of course.
The good news is that if you do make it to the first shop, you'll have so much money.
Does
So whatever you want.
Does the difficulty just like, does it keep expanding each node I visit?
Got him. It does, like, once you get into like the highest difficulty bracket, it doesn't really get much harder, and I think you are in there right now. As long as you're seeing Dead on Dick, you're in the highest difficulty bracket.
I see. I think I've kept everything except my extra bullet, which is a little
Yeah,
devastating.
the
I
extra
think
bullets do get reset.
that's rough. Let's see it.
I think she's gonna get you.
She's got ya.
I think I should probably restart the game so that I don't get fucked. Let's see. Wait, where did I put it?
On the next run, I'll suggest like look through the path nodes to see where do you get like so you don't go through like a run of like 5 duels in a row.
Yeah.
That can get a bit dicey.
Right. I wasn't looking at the notes at all. I just kind of.
No, like don't go to the right. Oh god.
The left here is.
There's Evan.
Left is worse, yeah.
Okay, let's
So I would say maybe start on the right,
yeah.
and you can drift off to the left. Go down the center might be your best bet.
Yeah. This left path is completely detached from the rest of them.
Yeah.
How did that system come together? Like the nodes and the difficulty.
Like
so
the nodes was all Mr. Speaker. But Jabr0ski, sorry, you'll have more to talk about the difficulty.
The difficulty system, yes. System is a strong word for it at the moment because we just have a global variable called difficulty that increments by 1 after every joule. And depending on which... so we have like there's just like an if statement in the joule, and what the Bandito is in at the moment is like an enemy container, so he's not instantiated until you start a joule, and based on the difficulty, we'll select a random enemy from one of 3 different like difficulty arrays, and each of those arrays contains a different set of enemies.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's sort of how that comes together.
Gotcha.
In terms of like the enemies themselves, I don't know if we had any time to do any actual like testing to see if it's too hard or not. Like when I sorry about that. When I picked the like how strong cards can be that you can buy in the shop, I just went like, yep, 3 to 7, that sounds good. And then it was completely disjointed to like what the enemies that you verse can get. I mean, I think it's alright, but it was one of those things that's like never really tested properly just because we ran out of time. I think I've heard everyone say that in the jam. Oh, just ran out of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I refer to it as time dilation, where when the crunch gets really severe, you have to do a lot in very little time. But like because you're less hung up on whether or not you're doing it well, and more that you're just doing it at all, like a lot of stuff starts coming together at the very end.
Yeah.
So, I'll drink a bit. I think that should. Oh yeah, that works.
He's gone. He's out of it.
Yeah. All right, Rattlesnake, Jake. We'll see each other again at the shop.
See each other very soon if you go to the right.
So this is actually a decent decision. It's like I could go this way, but I won't get the bonfire. I won't get a bonfire for a long time if I go to the shop.
I think if you go to the shop, then you take the immediate next fight, then take the left fight.
Oh yeah. Okay, I can still do that then. Yeah, let's do it.
Might be a good idea to get a good healing card if you can afford it.
Yeah, the healing is it's pretty. Yeah, let's do this and that. I think that's.
Alright, gonna drink
really-
lots of beer.
Yeah. Here's the tumbleweed explosives coming from me again.
Oh, those tumbleweeds were also meant to have other features. Like, initially we had the thought that it'll hurt you if it touches you, but then we're like, that might be kind of annoying. So then we didn't do that. And then the idea was floated that if a tumbleweed hits you, it puts one of those tumbleweed cards into your deck. And then we're like, well, then they might not realize how these cards are getting into their deck. And then we didn't do that, and then the jam was over. And now they just kind of home in on you.
Yeah.
Explode.
They're also just saying hello, like everyone likes to do by shooting you and blowing you up.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going left here so that we can get the tumbleweed. And the shop is not tumbleweed, a bonfire. Alright.
Alright, he's brought one to you.
Alright, let me think here. So, 3 overheal, and 1... I need to make up for 4 damage. Actually, wait, no, I did that in the wrong order. Oh well. It goes away per round. Wait, no, does it?
It will.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. It's just temporary overheal.
Right.
Oh, got good healing.
Oh, big beer.
Got that mug of beer.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah. But yeah, do you talk? You said you sent this to everybody. Do you also talk with your family about your game development stuff?
Yeah, like whenever I talk about game dev, Dad just responds with, "Oh, when are you gonna make $1 million game so that we can all like retire and you can support us?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm working on it."
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, there's sort
other
of
than
like
that,
a. Oh yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, other than that, there isn't that much of a discussion. Like, no one else in my family is like a techie person.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's all very just like whimsical, like, go make some money.
That's awesome. Yeah, there's sort of like a Rockstar SoundCloud rapper appeal to game development almost. It's like everybody's aware of the indies that made it, quote unquote, and so it's just like, yeah, when are you just gonna pop off suddenly and and then let us all retire? My mom, I occasionally tell her, like, she knows that I'm busy almost every single day. She's just like, Anak, I know that you're busy, but you know, I miss you and I love you and everything. And it's just like, yeah, sorry, Mom, I'm in the mines right now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, it's cool. Like they're kind of aware, but they're I don't speak about the specifics that much. Getting retired by releasing the next Friend Slap game, hell yeah. I mean, that's what it takes,
Yeah.
right?
That's the dream.
Yeah. So, let's see. But yeah, you said that you wanted to work on this more.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So like,
yeah,
what kind of things would you be doing when you're touching it up? Now that we have a better grasp on the actual specifics.
Yeah,
One
I
of
think.
the things that go. Oh, sorry, go ahead, Jabr0ski.
Hey, you go ahead. It's all good.
Alright. I think Jabr0ski mentioned this before. One of the things that like we were quite keen on, we didn't have time, was that relic system, which would like you could buy like a rabbit foot. That's a lucky thing, and then all luck cards give one extra, or something that's like help balance between the people that like playing the strategy game versus the people that like playing like the fast-paced shooting decision making. Things that's like, oh, it can slow down how fast cards go. Then you could like really start to build your deck based on how like you like to play. I think that would be really cool to see. Obviously, like we need to talk about it like as a team. I think it would be cool if the map was like a bit bigger so you could explore a bit more, but I don't know how well that would gel with the game itself. What about you, Jabr0ski? What were you gonna say?
Yeah, a lot of the similar things. I think, yeah, it'd just be cool to have a more
Jesus Christ.
interesting range of.
I just shoot a
interesting
pump and
range
full of bullets right at the end there.
Poor old tumbleweed.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, that's alright. Yeah, just put in some more interesting cards, some more interesting combos. That's sort of the. Yeah, we've written down a few ideas for different cards as well. Just like, I think that's a lot of the fun of these deck builders is to start piecing together an interesting deck. That's like, oh, okay, well, I bought this card and that really synergizes with that card, and we tried to get that in there with like the bloodied horseshoe, for example. But yeah, when there's only about 5 cards the player can obtain at the moment, so you can't really get too many interesting combos at the moment. So that's another thing.
Gotcha.
We'd like to explore like a cool build path that meshes well with like both your relics and the cards that you choose to add to your deck. And trashing cards, we do want to add trashing cards as well, so you don't, you can thin your deck.
Right. Also, the illusion of free choice.
Yeah.
I guess I'll go over here since I'll have to go further later, but I don't know, like, this is a cool system. I like it. And the node path is sort of like, and the node path and the sort of like polygonal look kind of scratches the inscription look to me.
But,
But,
I'm a big fan of inscription.
Yeah, But that would be like a very narrative focused thing. So do you think that you would just make it sort of like this sort of arcade thing, or do you think you would make it more ambitious than that?
That's a good question. Yeah, I think that's what we still haven't totally decided on. Like, because obviously if we make it more like Inscription, that's going to take a lot more time. We'll just have to. I think we're going to focus on getting the arcade aspect of it right first, and then from there, seeing if we want to expand it, and yeah, just seeing how it goes from there.
Gotcha.
I will say for like a soft plan that we have, it's not to add any new features for a while, but just to like touch up and polish up what we have right now. And then like moving from there, like something that we wanted to have was like juicy animations on like each shot and every effect aren't really there. So it feels good when you see what you've chosen happen. It's just kind of like, I don't want to say like perfect what we have now, but just make it as good as it can be and then continue.
Fuck. I should have healed.
You're still cool.
Oh, damn.
But you got her.
I
Got
did.
Oh, but you've got 2 more duels.
Oh.
Please get some.
Oh, I need beer. I need to be wearing a cowboy beer hat. Just funneling booze into me. Alright,
This is the worst guy to get.
Okay. All right. You should have time to drink up. There's a bit 6. Yes.
Oh, nice. Good work.
Yippee. Desperate times. It's like, hold on, Rattlesnake Jake, I gotta take a breather.
Yeah. Just chugging back a keg.
Yeah. I wave my horseshoe in front of him like an ID or something, just flashing my badge, just like, hold on now.
Yeah.
Wait a second, why did I do that? What's wrong with me?
It was funny that you mentioned the horse, Magna Remora, the animation of it. I think the horse was probably the first thing that we added into the game. And its current state was its state at the very start. And then towards the end, we were like, we haven't done anything with this. And then it was just like, give him a cowboy hat. And then, and then that was all that we got done.
Looks like he was taking a breather too, but I'm not gonna let up on him.
Yeah.
I'm a scoundrel. Ace of the horses in a PNG with a white background. Yeah, a JPEG. Alright, I need some horseshoe. Yep, very good.
Oh, you got so much healing. This Rattlesnake Jake saved your life.
Yeah. Thank you kindly. I'll see you at the shop. It's so funny that he's also the shopkeeper. I'm gonna get a bonfire, so might as well.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be the last shop that you can hit, boss.
Yeah, we gotta squeeze Quack Quinn for all she's got. I mean, I've been managing my health pretty good.
Got ya.
Yeah, she did get me. Okay, she has no rattlesnakes this time at least. Draw. Well, okay, that was pointless at the end there, but whatever. I just gotta keep healing. I just gotta keep
damage. Your 2 damage went first before the block.
Oh,
You
nice.
still got her a little bit.
Okay, well, there's the rattlesnake. Maybe you wanted to hide that one. I don't know if that's gonna work out, but you know, we'll see. Yippee.
There was a chance that she had a second rattlesnake in there. I was like, oh,
True.
would have been real sneaky of her if she did.
Yeah. Just traversing the Wild West, where the tumbleweeds really hate my guts for some reason.
Look at how much money you have.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm rolling in it.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. So what does
Have you got
the
any
bloody
hot
horseshoe
damage
do again?
That'll but do damage equal to your luck. You still keep your luck afterwards.
Oh, right. So it's sort of the inverse of the rattlesnake boot.
Yeah, pretty much. So if you bought that 7 horseshoe and then the bloody horseshoe, and then played one after the other, it's probably a pretty good combo.
That'd be pretty wild.
It is a good It is a good combo, but I feel like more reliable. Having like a 6 damage is a lot more reliable because then you have to have 2 of those cards on hand.
You cut out the middleman if you get 6 damage.
For sure, for sure. But it is a good defensive option.
It is, yeah.
Also, if I get more bullets and that tumbleweed motherfucker comes around, it's just like, alright, I guess I'm shooting tumbleweeds again. Just like old times. Let's see. I don't know. I think healing has definitely worked for me. And healing has no chance of being rattlesnaked. So I think that might be something I could go for. Because it's sort of effectively the same thing as the horseshoe, except I lose it if I overheal.
The only thing that's different is, like, if you don't heal when you need it, you will die. If you horseshoe... no, you're right. It's about the same. Never mind what I was saying.
Well, yeah, I mean, the worst that happens is that I'm just always topped off and I lose a bit of healing that I could have had. So I think I'm going to go with that one. High damage is always great, and then... So does this one just give me a guaranteed beer all the time?
You're not a guaranteed beer. An extra card is thrown into the air. So
Oh.
you have more choice.
Okay, that's cool. Well,
But we
let's see.
should have left that card blank or something. So
Yeah,
it's
the
not,
beer
like,
is a bit confusing.
Hmm.
So this is the last shot. I'm gonna go ahead and get an extra bullet in one of those.
Hell
Alright,
yeah.
perfect. Spent all your money.
Yeah.
Rattlesnake Jake must be happy.
Oh yeah. He'll be happy when I shoot him in the leg again. Keep you one extra card, one extra shot. Keep you. Exactly. Okay, so what would you say that your favorite things are about this game?
I like the sort of mix, I guess, of like a more strategic or tactical, like roguelike deck builder, and then it's actually got action elements in it, because I feel like in games, other roguelike deck builder games where you have time to consider your turn, like you'll often, come to the best conclusion eventually. I think I do like that this sort of forces you to quickly make a decision that might not necessarily be the best one. So like Dead Arm Dick, he just decided he's going to use a bloody horseshoe in the middle of his turn for no reason.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. That did nothing.
Well, no. You dummy. You dumbass. I mean, hey, he might have just missed the card.
Yeah. I'd say I had a similar thing that I like the most. Like, when I was watching my sister play, she's a very, like, tactical player. Like, she likes turn-based games where you can figure out your moves. So it was fun watching her play. And she was like, okay, that's their hand, so this is what I have to get. And then cards that she had planned in her mind she wanted to get, none of those came up. And then she just had to quickly figure out what to do instead. Basically the same answer as Jabr0ski.
Awesome. Yeah, it's interesting.
You've reached him. You've reached the boss.
Oh, the rattlesnake. Never leaves town without taking at least a single soul. How many times has he left town? Oh, what the fuck is that?
Oh, you better read that.
Adds ammo to the user's max ammo equal to the value on the card.
So next turn, he'll be able to shoot he'll play 4 cards.
Oh, it's warming up. I see.
Yeah, he's spinning that Gatling gun.
Hey, Rango reference. I see.
I love Rango, yes.
I see. Okay, so this does nothing for now. This will heal 2. This will shoot me for 4. You have 16 health. So let's think about this. If I can get 4 horseshoe by this point, or a healing card of 4 or higher, then I will play that 3rd. Otherwise, this does nothing right now. So if I can manage to just like, if I horseshoe up twice to get 4, then this gets wasted. So let's see if I can horseshoe twice and then just unload. Nope. Oh, right, I have an
I feel
extra
like that's
bullet.
exactly what I just said. You had your idea in mind, and then it just did not happen for you.
I mean, it's working. I still
You
got
Yeah,
it.
you got.
Yeah.
I was just silly and I forgot to shoot a 5th time. Alright.
You've done some nice damage to him though.
Yeah, you've
Oh, yeah.
half health is good.
We gotta tank 12 damage. And then we gotta anticipate even more warming up. Is there a
Yeah.
cap on the warming up?
No.
Question.
There isn't.
Gotcha. It's a proper boss fight then. Alright.
Oh, pacifist turn, mostly.
Well, I gotta heal up, I think. I should have did that in a different order, though. Oh, fuck. Where the hell are my horseshoes?
Oh, well, he's not doing a lot of damage.
He's gonna
I think
heal
you
up,
can take him
though.
out.
He's gonna heal up,
If
though.
you kill him before he reaches those beers, he'll still die.
Fuck, I missed.
Ooh.
Things
I
aren't
think
looking
he's
good
gonna
for our
kill
heroes.
Oh
Alright, 4 more health. It all comes down to this.
god,
Holy fuck.
16. Oh god.
Now, if I get him to 0, does that end it early?
Does it? I forget how the
Doesn't
interaction
end
is.
it early, but
Oh,
if
no.
you die and beat him in the same turn, it will quickly cut to the death scene, and then it will quickly cut to the victory scene.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure you'll be okay.
Nice.
But
Well,
try to survive anyway. Like, try to do it
Yeah.
properly.
I gotta tank at least 2 of these. At least, shit. At least like 4 damage. Alright. Let's see it.
Yeah.
I think this is gonna be a wash. I mean, I'll be healed at least.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I
He's
got.
dead.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
You did it!
Yippee. And so, wait, what is my name? I got Johnny Slick something.
Johnny
Nice.
Lucky Slick.
And so Johnny Lucky Slick got $20 for his trouble.
Yeah.
Now he can retire in Beverly Hills in 1820. Alright, I take back some of the things I said about you. Really came through with the gold potatoes. How about head to the saloon and reminisce about the time you did that amazing run, this game you're playing right now? You have won the West. Thank you for playing. Yippee. Alright, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Congratulations.
Yeah, we
Well
did
done.
So yeah, did you have any, like, anything that, like, concept art or, funny coding stuff, or just anything that we wouldn't know unless you told us about the game?
Oh.
I mean, I'm pretty sure the horse, because like I said, Mr. Speaker, the overworld stuff. I'm pretty sure the horse actually has, like, invisible wheels on it.
Invisible
Like-
wheel?
Yeah.
Why?
It's a car.
It's a car,
it's,
but-
it's secretly a car with like a horse skin on it or something. I'm not sure how Mr. Speaker set it up, but when he was telling us about it, he was like, "Yeah, got wheels." But that's why it handles like a truck.
But is there a built-in thing for wheels in Godot? I think there might be. I feel like it might have been simpler just to make it move.
I mean, like, I don't know, like,
I think he likes
whatever
this,
he did.
this type
Yeah,
of
I
control.
think he likes the jankiness.
Okay. Works for me.
Well, we all like the jankiness.
Yeah, we love it.
Yeah, awesome.
And in terms of concept art, I think you've seen our most iconic concept art in Snake Jake.
Yeah. Yeah, it's awesome. Okay, so it sounds like almost everything that you made for the game got in then. You were just making it as you go along.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I don't think we abandoned anything. We squeezed it all in.
Awesome. Let me think here. So, yeah, how's the jam been so far? Have you been going out playing games, rating them, commenting, chatting with devs,
Yeah, I've
etc.?
been playing as many games as I can. I am starting to feel a bit burnt out. I think
Hmm.
I've played and rated about like 52 or 3 games. I saw someone
Oh.
had done 100. I was like, whoa.
That's probably Pitching
How did
Guy.
you manage to do that? Yeah.
Yeah, Pitching Guy's a homie.
Oh my god, some of the games I've played, it's been so impressive. Like, how polished and how great they look. Like, that pizza platform one.
Oh yeah, Pizza
God.
Planet.
Oh, that was amazing. I know we're meant to be plugging our game, but like, man, that was like so sleek and polished.
Yeah, unfortunately, when I was interviewing them, they've been around since the first jam as well, and they were finalists in the first Big Mode with Gemini Prime, and I believe they got a certificate. Unfortunately, I was falling asleep from my horrible jam cycle schedule while I was playing their game, so I would like jump and my brain would shut off in the middle of a jump. It sucked. But yeah, they're really cool, Poké Ninja Guy and Ripe Mangoes. They're not super active on my server, but they occasionally peek their heads out a little bit. I believe Poké Ninja Guy DM'd me as the jam was starting up. So yeah, it's a great group of people. Do you think that you'll be joining the Big Mode Jam next time it rolls around?
I mean, I don't see why not. I assume I'll still be friends with these guys. If we want to do it again together.
Maybe.
Yeah, absolutely. I've had there were moments of like, you know, stressfulness during this jam, but overall, I've had a great time.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's sort of like I don't know, like the first one of these was so grueling, like I said, because it was 2.5 weeks followed by like basically a couple weeks of voting period. And it was a lot less mature than it is now, and I would say that the Big Mo team is a little bit slapdash even today.
That's right. I was laughing at those tumbleweeds back then.
Yeah, this is interesting. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Well, they still hum in on me. They still do it. They still come for me. I was hoping to have more review by now, but getting wrecked by yeah, poor Solist. Yeah, and then yeah, the way that we met was that you were streaming other people's games for a little bit, and then I caught you and you played Moonlight Fire for me. That was really cool.
That's actually probably been one of my favorite parts, playing a game with the dev in chat.
Yeah.
That's been so much fun because they like, you understand, like, like you've been playing with like lots of devs, like, you know, with this.
Yeah, like I said,
cool
like literally
about
hundreds.
their game. Yeah. Like learning cool things about their game that you wouldn't know otherwise.
For sure.
That's been really good, and like they can kind of guide you along if you get stuck a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's been great.
Yeah. And we were talking about this in the Big Mud server. Not us specifically, but it's a pretty common topic to talk about, like AI inclusion in indie games, and the indie scene is particularly hostile to it because I have to imagine because we're all very passionate people and we know what kind of like cultural and technical rot it will bring to the industry. So we were talking about that, and my solution is when people are like, well, what if I'm stuck on this? It's just like, you could talk to other developers. Like we're all very like, we all come up with solutions. We all have creative ways of doing things. We all have experience, and it's like, it's really cool to participate in a community rather than just silo yourself in with the disinformation machine, you know?
Yeah.
And that's not to say that there's like no use cases for it, but it's definitely like a thing that's already very relevant in our lives. So we need to be on top of it, and we need to make sure that it has proper guardrails and everything.
Yeah.
So talking with developers is cool.
I really hate generative AI. It drives me.
Yeah.
As well as when you're like stuck on a coding problem, and you're just like, how do I do this in code?
Mm-hmm.
Like no thinking goes on.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, the technical and cultural rot. It's basically just a big incestual Ouroboros that's feeding on itself, and eventually nobody's gonna know how to do anything. Like we weren't exactly the best when it comes to critical thinking already, but this is like a death knell. It's crazy. So hopefully we'll have senior engineers that know what the hell they're doing in like 10 years time, but it's not looking good out there. So I would much prefer to talk with other developers, and there's all sorts of solutions that I wouldn't have known. I wouldn't even know how to have capsized the horse.
Yes, you've done it.
We did it!
You found the Easter egg, the day one
found
bug.
the true ending.
The true ending, oh no. Yeah, you capsized the horse and then it's stuck there. It's handy if you understand the system as a whole. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, like I said, I've talked with literally hundreds of developers. the Boneyard now has 197 people in it with you guys, and I'm sure there's a couple of bots or people that I haven't managed to clear out, or maybe even dead accounts and stuff, but almost every single person on the server is somebody that I did this exact process with, so the community has been really cool to participate in, and it's kind of weird because like when you're doing game dev, if you're not part of a community like Itch, then it's a very lonely process. It's just I've heard a lot of people who join jams and like yeah, they're basically siloed. Like they fire their project and then they forget about it. Maybe they'll raid a couple games, but not so much chatting up to people. So I'm doing my part in the big mode space to grease the wheels on that. And yeah, it's just cool. It's just cool to be able to come together as a community. Yeah. So without yapping too much, did you have anything else that we wouldn't know about? Any funny interactions? Hidden coding things that were particularly duct taped together? Do you have any shoutouts to make?
I think in terms of duct tape, that's probably the whole thing.
Yeah.
But for shoutouts, actually, that's a good call. Let me just have a think. I really liked Slick as the Devil. I don't know if you played that one, but it's like the sort of 3-cup Monty type game where you're facing off against the devil, and he's got 3 cups and he's got a little ball hidden in one of them, and he shuffles them around, and then he calls you a little lamb or a blind worm or something like that. And there's like a violin playing in the background. It's like, oh, so atmospheric. That was definitely one of my favorite games. Slick as the Devil. Yeah.
I'd say like the game that stuck with me the most was Get Slick or Die Trying. It only has 22 ratings, so I just checked now. Oh. I don't think different games made me laugh more than this one, but I was playing with a group of people, and maybe that helped. But it really stuck with me, and I had a really fun time playing it. It was just like you're born as a baby, you have to pick one of 2 options, like learn how to read or learn potty training.
And then like buy real estate or buy real estate or learn to crawl.
On my playthrough, I got potty trained when I was 30 years old. I was like,
hell
oh
yeah.
my god.
Just shitting on the floor everywhere. Gotcha. Also, hello, Tenda. Yeah, so for those of us those just joining us, we are developers of the BIGMODE 2026 Game Jam. We had 10 days to make a game with the theme of Slick. I'm Bonejack, the developer of Moonlight Fire, joined here by Fistful of Face Cards devs, Demeter, and Jabr0ski. Yeah, you were saying about Guess Slick or Die Trying.
It was just a great, funny little game. Like, you learn, like, perks along the way. Like, I'll only give one more example. You can also choose to, like, do an event like invent a secret language. Oh. And then it's like you kind of think more about how English works. You don't think much about it. Or there was like a really slim chance that you forget English. And I got that one. And then for the rest of the game, I couldn't read the cards anymore. And I'm like, that was great. So I was just making choices. I had no idea what I was doing, but I had fun. I laughed a lot.
That's awesome. Fella says I got a bully and beat him up, but I still had a bully, but I just mentioned it was a bug. Damn. Yeah, I mean, jam game, right? On that topic, since you plan on doing this game further, I strongly recommend, as somebody with experience in this space and having talked to a lot of developers, please do not build on your jam code. It will ruin you.
Oh.
It just, yeah. You do silly things when you're under a time crunch, you know, just to get it working and out the door. But it is very miserable when you have to actually, like, deal with the technical debt you've incurred on yourself and have to atone for your sins.
Yeah.
Yeah, so building from the ground up is almost always preferable, even if it is a little bit more work up front, of course. But you'll have more time because you're not in a crunch anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. I just got bullied most of my life. Yeah, some people deal with that in real life, I think. Well, be interesting to see what the Car Wash Calamity devs do when they expand theirs. Hell yeah. Some people had smoother dev cycles than others. I believe the Car Wash Calamity devs had a smoother jam cycle. So I guess your mileage may vary, of course, but yeah, personally, I've been working on my game that I made for the 23 jam ever since that one dropped. On and off between jams and like life events and stuff, but yeah, building on the jam project was fucking miserable. Oh man. So yeah, alright, I think that about wraps it up. So that's Fistful of Face Cards.
Thank you so much for playing our game. It was it was really cool to see you play.
Of course, of
Yeah,
course.
thank you for playing it and for inviting us on here.
Yes.
Yeah, you were talking about how cool it is to play other devs' games with them, but one of my goals here, I almost always 100% people's games with the dev present, because it also gives them a chance to see somebody doing that. Also, yeah, I've learned how to backwards drift with the horse.
I was gonna say you're doing backwards donuts with your horse.
Hell yeah, we're hooning around. Oh.
Speedrun trick.
You killed him. Yep.
No, we can do it. Oh yeah, we're good.
There he is.
We continue hooning around. A new word I've learned. Fuck, what was I saying? Right. So don't be a stranger. The Boneyard is a very friendly place. We've got a lot of really talented people in there. I've got a volunteer tag if you ever need playtesters for anything you're working on. A wishlist tag for anybody who you want to just wishlist your Steam projects, no questions asked. And we have events for things like showing off your works in progress, or we have a games club where we get together and play a game and discuss it at the end of the month, and play free weekly games and stuff. So yeah, we're a cool place to be. But if I don't see you around the Boneyard, then hope to see you around the jam space in general.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, thanks for inviting us.
Hell yeah. So yeah, I'll catch you around.
Alright. See ya.
Awesome. Thanks. See yous.
Yippee.